So after spending $20 and waiting 4 months, I finally got my Yeezy merch. So I bought these on Super Bowl Sunday when everything dropped to $20 because in my mind I was like, bro, I didn't really want these that bad, but for $20, I'm gonna go ahead and try them out. So I ended up buying a little more than just the Yeezy Pods. But before I actually got the Yeezy Pods, I did hear a couple of mixed reviews on them. I heard the sizing was bad. People were saying they look funny because we really only seen them on Kanye and he was popping out with Bianca in all types of wild outfits. And some of the outfits that I did see were kind of like meh. You know what I'm saying? So I took it upon myself to get them and style them because if anybody could put an outfit together that's fire, it's gonna be me, right? You know what I'm saying? So today I'm gonna show y'all how to style the Yeezy Pods in 5 different outfits. But before we get into the outfits, first I gotta break down the Yeezy Pods and the rest of the stuff that I got. Side note to the gang, I did just drop the spike bracelet. Finally, bruh. Like, it's finally out. You guys can now go shop it on my website. So if you are interested, make sure you go ahead and grab you one before they sold out. So when you get them in hand, first of all, they come in this little pouch that basically has nothing on it except for the size that you got. So they come like in this drawstring bag. You open it up and then you got your Yeezy Pods folded up. Now, I personally have already been wearing these for maybe about a week and a half or so, and honestly I love them, bro. Like, these are one of the most unique experiences I've ever had with a pair of footwear, and I have like hundreds of pairs of shoes, bro, and this is like very, very unique. I believe I've tried on some of the other brands that make sock-like shoes and it doesn't feel the same. One, because the outsole is a lot thicker and there is no separation, and that's really what makes these different from the other ones. But off jump, you do have a very high quality knit sock upper. It doesn't really feel like your typical sock, I guess you can say. It feels more tightly knit and structured. And then for the outsoles, you basically have this 4-foot type of padding on the front, separation in the middle where your foot bends or arches, and then you have the pod at the back that basically supports your heel. What I also thought was worth mentioning is you do have an insole inside the shoe, so it feels more like a shoe in the inside than like a sock. So I would assume that these were intended to wear with socks under it. I've only wore them with socks and they feel just fine. But after walking around in these probably every day for like a week, I would say my first kind of reaction or opinion is they literally feel like socks, except for you don't really feel the different rocks and cracks and bumps within a sidewalk or whatever you end up walking on. I think that makes the experience the most unique because you don't really get that from a full bottom outsole. Usually your foot is just so disconnected from what you're walking on that you don't even realize it until you wear something like this. But other than that, that's probably the deepest analysis I can give on these joints right here. We're gonna really quick go over the rest of the $20 items and then we're gonna go into the outfits. So first off, I did end up getting a wet tank and a lot of people gave me flack for it, but y'all know I really don't care. I wanted the wet tank because the way that it looks is it kind of looks like a lot of the Rick Owens stuff that I wear, like kind of transparent, very stretchy, tight fitting. So I felt like honestly it was up my alley. And I bought it before all the like IG baddies was like doing the most in this joint. So I thought it was dope. It is very tight fitting. I think I went with a size 2 or 3. I want to say I went with a size 2. I probably could have gone with a 3 if they even had that, but not too much to say about the wet tank. Here it is. What should be talked about a little more is the Vultures merch that is also $20. And when I say the design and the quality that you get is far beyond anything that costs $20. So this is definitely well worth it if you are into how the merch looks. So you have the big Vultures logo on the back, the smaller one on the front, and it fits really good, to be honest. Like, you guys will see an outfit with this joint on, but very, very good quality for $20. You really can't beat it. Then you have one that I feel like was one of the most interesting pieces, and it was this box tee right here. And a lot of people were complaining because I don't really feel like they understand design and why it was made like this, but I think it was made like this to perfectly have this cut off sleeve look while not using a bunch of seams. Like, very, very creative, very innovative when it comes to pushing the boundaries of design. So I think it was really cool. You also have kind of like these raw curling edges, and then you just have the big one printed on the back of it. But that's pretty much it. Now let's get into the fits. So this first outfit right here, I ain't gonna lie, we started off with one of my favorites. And the reason I say that is because I personally think that these Yeezy Pods look really, really good with shorts. So I ended up pairing it with one of my favorite shorts right now, which are these jorts by Handmade Russ. They have this very cool distressing and like this ashy black wash, which I think is fire. But other than that, I paired it with this tighter shirt that I got, which is a sample from my brand actually. So it hasn't even released yet, or I don't even think I've shown it on here for real. But anyway, tighter white shirt, which I think is just cool for this spring summer season. Of course, we accessorized it with this cool bag that I got from S.Roseo and the chains that I got from JadonGrundy.com. So that the shades was just a plus, and I just think that this is overall a really good outfit, especially for the type of weather we have right now. And the tighter fitting shirt, wider pants kind of fits the silhouette of this slimmer Yeezy Pod. Outfit number 2 is one that I just recently posted on my Instagram, so if you haven't tuned in to my IG page, you gotta tap in, bro. My fits be going crazy. But I ended up wearing these camo shorts that I distressed and cut myself maybe like a month ago. Then I have the white Vultures long sleeve, which I think just fits the whole vibe of this. I know this is like a back-to-back long sleeve white outfit, but for whatever reason, this white pairs really well with these pods, bro. I don't know what it is, but I got other fits that aren't white shirts, so we'll get into those as well. But this longer fit of the camo shorts I think just looks really cool with the pods, because you end up not seeing any skin, so it's kind of just like straight pod, sock, clothing, whatever you want to call it, and then it's like straight to shorts. So I think that looks really cool. So for this third fit, it's kind of a combination of things that I really just enjoy wearing. So for the pants, we have these sweatpants by Seek LA, or CEECLA. I don't know how it's properly pronounced, but they're like these distressed sweatpants that I've been wearing lately, and they just are really fire. So I ended up tucking those into these socks just to kind of give it some more differentiating between that and the I feel like honestly, when you wear sweats that cover the pods, you end up like not even being able to notice that your foot is right there. So that kind of like separates the two. Then I have the wet tank under this Spencer Badu hoodie that I got a while ago, which is actually like a crop fit in this yellow colorway, and I just think it's fire. This like instantly makes the whole outfit a little bit more standout-ish and vibrant, so I thought that was cool. And then of course, jewelry by me. Outfit number 4 is one that I really think is cool. I think it plays a lot into the stuff that Kanye was wearing initially when he started previewing the Yeezy Pods. But I have the box tee, or the box 1 tee, and then I have these parachute pants, which I didn't tuck these in, but I did tie them really tight onto like my ankle area to kind of make it look like it's tucked in when really it's not. But again, the whole separation idea I think looks really cool. You can also wear it over, it just, you can't really see much of a distinction between the pants and socks like I mentioned earlier. But you got that. I wore a Rick Owens long sleeve under the box tee just because I think the layering looks cool and kind of adds to that skinnier, tighter fitting sock silhouette. So boom, got that one. Outfit number 5 is the perfect representative of the pants being over the actual Yeezy Pods, but this joint right here is honestly a very, very cozy outfit. This is probably something I would wear to the airport or just walking around from now on, to be honest. Like, this is the coziest uniform I've ever put on. So on top of the Yeezy Pods, we have the heavy sweatpants by me, which just have that wider silhouette. You can end up tucking these into the socks if you really wanted to, but this is a case where I just, you're in a comfortable vibe, comfortable setting, so you really don't have to if you don't want to. On top of that, we got the heavy hoodie by me as well, just to balance it out. This is a full sweatsuit type of look, so I feel like it was only right. And then for the accessory, we got the cause bag. So this again is gonna be one of them cozy uniform joints where you don't have to think too much and you still look fly. So my overall conclusion on whether the Yeezy Pods is worth it or not is gonna be based off a pros and cons list. So after seeing this, y'all can kind of know where I'm coming from and if you think that you would want to get the Yeezys or not. So we're gonna start off with pros, and my first on the list is going to be very, very unique experience. Like nothing I've ever really felt on feet. Even the other sock shoes don't really feel like this, so I think that that's cool. And with that being said, they are very comfortable. I know some people say that they aren't, maybe because it isn't so much cushion and you kind of get to feel the ground more, but I think that that brings a sense of comfort and relatability from your foot to the ground. So I would say it's comfortable. Some people might say it's not comfortable. Kind of depends on your cup of tea. 3, this is a very versatile shoe. Like, I know we're into this whole bulky shoe situation, but this kind of adds a new feel and a new look to the different shapes and silhouettes that you can add to your outfits. 4, they are the easiest thing ever to like fold up, pack somewhere, and take with you. Like very, very like compact. You can dang near like fold them up. I don't know if you guys travel, but if you travel a lot, this is gonna be something that's super easy to pack with you, wear it to the airport, walk around, Airbnb, crib, hotel, whatever it is, super easy to go around. And then my last one is going to be the $20 price. Like, there's nothing that beats a $20 clothing item for real. Like, if we being honest, most things cost from like $1 to $20 when it comes to manufacturing anyway. So to even get something produced and sold and consumed for $20 is like unbeatable. So then we have the cons, which the cons list isn't that big for me, so I guess you guys can kind of see what I think of the Yeezy Pods in general. But if I had to put some cons on there, it would be your sizing might be off. I think with them producing only 3 different sizes, they did it to kind of cut the cost and make it available for $20. But I also think that it just is too big of a range when it comes to footwear, and it kind of like discludes far too many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will put up the ranges of size with the 1, 2, and 3, but if you're anywhere near like that bottom tier on any of the sizes, these simply are like not gonna fit. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're either going to get like a size way too big or a size that's probably like just right. I happen to be a size 11, and I heard people say that they ran really big. So with going with the size 2, I was like right on the bottom cusp of the size 3, and now they fit like perfectly in my opinion. So sizing would be an issue probably for a lot of size ranges. 2 on that list is people are going to look at you like you just got socks on. So if you're one of those people who don't like a lot of eyes or are kind of like super self-conscious on different stares and stuff like that, this might not be the shoe for you. I walked around the other day at the mall and I could kind of like feel certain people looking at my feet like, is this guy walking around with socks on? But on the flip side of that, there were a lot of people that were like, oh, you got the Yeezys. Like, I've never seen anybody wearing them before in real life. How are they? And stuff like that. So it kind of balances itself out, but I can see why somebody wouldn't like that. And the third and final thing that I have on my cons, which I think we all can agree with, is they take a really long time to receive. After you put that order in, it does say that it takes, I think it says 4 weeks. Or at least the time where I bought them, it said 4 weeks, I believe. And after those 4 weeks were up, I kind of was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they gonna get here? Maybe they're gonna take another month. I can definitely understand with like the volume of order why it would take long, but that 1 month turned into 2 months, turned into 3 months, turned into 4. And I was like, bro, at this point, I don't know if I'm even gonna get my joints, but I did end up sending them an email. They expedited my package and I ended up getting them. So, but other than that, that's pretty much my conclusion. Make sure that you guys go and check out my website because the Spike bracelet is out now. So if you do want this and it fits your swag, go ahead and check out my website. I got other stuff on there as well. But that's pretty much it, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'll be back to you with more. Peace.